Hey, this is just a test to see if I could do this, like figure out if I could, match, like line up my audio with my video, because girl, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done this before. I'm eating a french fry. Okay, let's see how easy it's gonna be to line up. It's probably gonna be hard, but I don't care. Okay, so that was actually really easy. So I lied to you guys. Okay, so I lied. Okay, so I'm a liar. But yeah, that was that was easy. I don't know if I want to turn this one into a video.
Do I ever shut up?
Okay, bye. Okay, so I decided to ditch both of the original ideas that I talked about. And today we're gonna talk about, what was it called? Stop. I look stupid. We're gonna talk about Bad Boy Oliver. My name's Cherry, and we're gonna talk about Bad Boy Oliver. But first, we're gonna put on some lip balm. Stop, I look stupid. Now, before we start, quick trigger warning. This video contains disturbing imagery and themes of child abuse. I think that's what I would call it. So tread lightly, and if you know something like that is going to invoke a negative response within you, please skip ahead in this video. Thank you. I'm just gonna... Y'all can shut up and grow up. I need a script. Oh, wait, can I put it in front of me? Oh, that's hard to see. Okay, so it starts with a boy named Oliver. He had just got off the bus, and the narrator states that he's gonna go see his aunt and uncle. And since he had just turned 8, he can ride the bus on his own. Who is this kid's parents? Who is this kid's parents? Whatever. Sidestepping the questionable parenting. It's only a hop, skip, and a jump away. Anyways, so this screen fades to black, so now he's at his aunt's and uncle's house. He worries that they won't recognize him because it's been 4 years since he last saw them. He knocks on the door. I'm gonna have to cut out so much of this dude because I'm like...
Why?
He knocks on the door. They don't come immediately. They're sitting there like... So he's sitting... He knocks on the door, and his aunt and uncle don't come out immediately. So he sits there waiting. And like a little bug roach thing skitters across the... What's it called? Patio? Porch? Whatever. The porch. Scatters across the porch. He gives his attention to the bug, but is like, whatever. This isn't important to the story at all, but I thought it was funny. He scratches his bum. And the narrator is like, stop that, you're not 7 anymore. Anyways, so his uncle and aunt come to the door, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's been so long, how big you've grown, whatever. And then they let him inside, right? His uncle takes him to his room, and the little boy's face shifts from joy to complete and utter fear when he sees this thing, which, oh my god, that is so scary. He's like, but his uncle doesn't notice it at first or like really pay any mind to it. And his uncle's like, so this is your room, blah 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 blah, it's not that decorated, blah 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 blah, we haven't had the time, blah 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 blah. And this kid's like, girl, I don't care, what is that? And like, honestly, he would have the same response. But so this dude's like, oh, that's Mr. Bobo. He was like me and your dad's favorite toy growing up, but like, whatever. We thought he had like a mind of his own. He's so silly. But he's like, whatever. Still scared. His uncle skitters away, walks away, and lets him in his room. And he walks in his room, and he looks at Mr. Bobo, and he says, "Hey, Mr. Bobo." And since Mr. Bobo's a doll, he doesn't do anything. He just sits there. And yeah, it's nighttime, and Oliver is sleeping. We're showing like different camera angles of this room. We see one where we're on the floor next to the bed facing Mr. Bobo. Mr. Bobo's, being an animal, sleeping in bed. Sleeping in bed? No. Mr. Bobo's being like a stuffed animal, sleeping. He's not sleeping. Mr. Bobo, being a doll, still sitting where he's sitting on the dresser. Never mentioned he was on a dresser. He's on a dresser. So he's sitting there on the dresser. Like, okay, blah, 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 blah. And then you hear this little boy, he's like, what was that? He's like looking around the room, he's freaking out. And then he looks over at the dresser. Mr. Bobo is no longer on the dresser. So yeah, Mr. Bobo isn't there. He's freaking out. I'm freaking out, dude, because this was scary, dude. Yes, but I'm freaking out. This kid's freaking out. I'm so scared. This kid's so scared, because, oh my God, this video is scary. I'm like, this guy's videos actually scare me, and I love that. But basically, I'm freaking out. He's freaking out. He's like, oh my God. And then he just goes back to sleep, and it's like, or he lays down to go back to sleep, and he's like, he's not real. He's not real. Mr. Bobo, you're not real. Mr. Bobo, you're not real. Guess what? You see, in the shadow of the moonlight, a shadow go across his bed. And right there, standing over him, is Mr. Bobo. I'm terrified, dude. I am so scared. And this kid's like, he's not real. He's not real. He's not real. With his eyes closed, not knowing. Mr. Bobo's like, he's like, this is a dream. This is a dream. Mr. Bobo's not real. Mr. Bobo's not real. Oh my God. Anyways, jump cut, basically. Daytime. Daytime, he wakes up and he's like, oh my God. Anyways, so, he wakes up. He's like, he starts playing with his favorite toy while his uncle and aunt work in the basement. So this kid was much braver than me, by the way. In the living room. I'm in that living room, dude, playing with my favorite toy. But no, this kid's like, let me stay in the room with Mr. Bobo. Anyways, so he looks up at Mr. Bobo, and he's like, Mr. Bobo? I'm not scared of you. Screw you. You're not real. And he throws his toy at him, right? Mr. Bobo falls on the ground. And he's like, oh my God, Mr. Bobo, I am so sorry. Please don't be mad at me, because guess what? You're freaking terrifying, dude. I don't want you to hurt me. So he's like, I am so sorry, dude. And he noticed something's weird with Mr. Bobo. I noticed something was weird too, but that's also because he's made out of clay, and clay looks weird to me, basically. So he's like, oh my God, what is wrong with Mr. Bobo? And he decides to walk up to Mr. Bobo, right? He looks at Mr. Bobo, and he's like, Mr. Bobo? And he reaches out to Mr. Bobo, takes off his eyeball, and there is a camera and Mr. Bobo's eyeball. Oh my God! Oh my God, that is so scary, dude. That is so scary. Here's the image. Oh my goodness. That is terrifying. I was sitting there like, And then after staring at the camera for a little while, it shows the camera looking back at him. And it goes to him back looking at the camera, and then his door opens. His uncle's in the doorway. Oliver turns around. Why is there a camera in Mr. Bobo? He says. His uncle goes, if you were a good boy, I wouldn't have to do this to you. Next thing you know, his uncle's in the room. The door is closed. Oliver says, Uncle Charlie? Shift to next camera scene or whatever. Oliver is chained up in the basement with Mr. Bobo sitting right across from him. Oh my God! Give me this. Thank you. I need it close to me for this part. Was Bad Boy Oliver. So, let's talk about what I personally think Bad Boy Oliver is about. I think Bad Boy Oliver is about child neglect, child endangerment, and child abuse. That is the overall themes that I picked up from Bad Boy Oliver. Bad Boy Oliver is a short film made by Mr. Friend, an amazing YouTuber. Definitely go check him out. Makes terrifying videos, in my opinion. I remember when I saw the boy in the camera, pooped my pants, dude. But please go check out Mr. Friend. Go watch his videos. They are amazing. And tell me in the comments what you guys thought about the short, what your favorite part was, what just I'd love to talk to you guys about what you guys thought of Bad Boy Oliver. And that'd be fun. We just talk about it. So I'm Cherry, and I will see you guys hopefully in a new video. Bye bye. I need to get a ring light because this lighting ain't it.
Poop.